Hello and welcome to Adventures in VFK. This is Fairy Fanatic, and today we're going to do the 5th day of our Fairy Epic Enchantment. So we're going to have Epic Enchantment if it kills us, and it just might. There's a long road to haul getting the Fairy Enchantment. 7 days, but we're on day 5 and we're getting there. We're doing good. Okay, so welcome to the VFK Legends and History Epic Quest Day 5. This is the 5th day of your epic quest for Fairy Enchantment. Today's quest seeks to explore the depths of the ocean and delve into the history of some of the most interesting legendary sea creatures. Your reward for completing this 5th stage of the epic quest will be 1,000 credits and your 5th legend pin, the Sea Monster pin. Ooh, that sounds great. I will be looking forward to that. Okay, so question 1. An awe-inspiring sea monster appears in 5 different places in the Bible, including the book of Job 3:8. What is the name of this biblical sea creature? I'm going to go, I think it's Leviathan. Correct. Good. Ooh, that's very good. I was listening in Sunday school. Okay, let's continue on. The types of monsters seen in the sea are reported to have many shapes. One of the shapes is that of a prehistoric marine lizard that lived in the seas called a Plesiosaur. Ooh, like Loch Ness. These sea creatures spent all their time in the water, had fins instead of legs, and were predators. The term Plesiosaur is a general term for all the different species of plesiosaurs, including the short-necked kinds and the long-necked kinds. They existed at the same time as the dinosaurs. However, they were considered to be Mesozoic reptiles and not dinosaurs. One legendary creature is said to be an extinct plesiosaur that managed to strand itself in a deep Scottish lake called the Loch Ness. Ooh, yeah, I think we know the answer to this one. Go to one of the larger bodies of water in the kingdom, the Waterfall Room in the Australian outback, and say, "Hey, look, there's Nessie." All right. Australian Waterfall Room in Australian outback. Okay, we can do this. And here we go. Go to the zoo. Okay, we're going to Australia. And we're playing Captain Warlock. Oh, I love that game. It is so cute. We're going to the waterfall. I guess it's probably not supposed to be cute. I imagine because it's kind of a guy space adventure. I guess cute's not the right word for it. I have to think about that. Now this is the hidden passages where you go to be a wizard. And that is another complete game inside VFK. I don't know how they do it. Alright, off the coasts of Norway and Iceland, tales were told of huge sea monsters described as being the size of a small island. The creature was so large that it created a whirlpool when it moved either to the surface of the water or back below the waves. It was said to be able to seize an entire ship and pull it to the watery depths. What kind of sea creature was the kraken said to resemble? I guess an octopus. Let's try octopus. I have no idea what the Pontoppidan is. Maybe that's going to be our answer, but let's try this. Correct. Hey, that's good. All right, fishermen would risk their lives to find the location of a kraken and fish over it. The waste material from a kraken was said to breed and attract multitudes of fish. So, if you had a great catch, it was suspected that you had found the location of a kraken. Head out to the Waterfall Room in the Audubon game and say a phrase that Norwegian fishermen would say to each other. You must have fished on a kraken. Oh, that's neat. I wonder if they really do say that. Well, I know they research these, so... Okay, we're going to go to the Waterfall Room in the Audubon game. All right, let's go. Audubon is in Western. All right, here we come in. And Tranquil Waterfall. I think that's probably where we're headed. Let's kind of tiptoe through here. There we go. We're in the clear. All right. Let's put our words in. As we're loading in, we're going to be able to go there soon. All right. One particularly menacing creature of Greek mythology was called a Hydra. The Hydra was known to live in the water and had multiple heads. It was also reputed to have poisonous breath and blood. What unique trait did Hercules discover about the Hydra when he tried to slay it at its lair? Seems like I've heard, yeah, I think it's when Hercules cut off one of the monster's heads, two grew back in its place. It wasn't easily killed. Warm bath. That doesn't sound very good. Hercules found that by shooting flaming arrows into a tree a mile away. I think the only logical choice is the first one. Correct. Press continue to advance to the next task of the quest. Okay, the mythological Greek god known to rule the seas is considered to be a merman. A merman was a legendary person which had the upper part of his body in human form and the lower half with a fish's tail. He was the son of the god of the sea, Poseidon, and the goddess of the sea, Amphitrite. He possessed a trident as his great father had. However, he preferred to blow on a conch shell. By blowing on the shell like a trumpet, he could stir up great waves in the sea or calm them quickly. Go to the castle entrance in the medieval age and say, "Triton says, be calm." Castle entrance. Okay. Let's go to the map. Castle entrance is right here. Here we go. Maybe. Okay. Another game, VFK. So many of them. Okay, we're going to say this in the room. Triton says, be calm. Okay, the creature, Aspidocalon, was a mysterious beast fabricated largely in the imaginations of the medieval time period. It resembled a huge turtle that would come up to the surface of the ocean and stay at the surface to create a floating island. What was Aspidocalon said to do? Okay, sing songs that drew sailors closer to the mysterious island, lure sailors to step foot on the island and then destroy them, mesmerize the sailors so that they would abandon their ship. It was said to possess magical abilities and could grant you 3 wishes. I want to go with that. That sounds like the nicest. Oh, no, I didn't think so. It seemed too good. All right, so we know that that one's there. All right, well, what do you think our next one should be? Our next choice? Sing songs? Let's go with sing songs. Sorry. That wasn't right. All right, we'll say this in the room. Got that one right. Okay. So I think this is our last question. Greek mythology has another pair of sea monsters which have inspired fear through the centuries in oral traditions and literature. The monsters' names are Scylla and whatever that one is. Okay, the terrible monsters lived on each side of a channel where ships had to pass. If a ship sailed far enough from one monster to avoid it, they placed themselves in danger from the other. It gave rise to an expression which meant that by doing one thing, you exposed yourself to danger from another. Go to the Victorian Park and say, I'm between Scylla and Charybdis. All right. And we're going to go to the Victorian Park. And then go this way. Here's the Victorian Park. Oh, Quake's a great place too. Okay, let's see. Victorian Park is way down in the far corner, so we're going to go this way. Try not to fall into the house. I tend to do that. Okay. And let's get this ready to say when we get there. And here we go. This is question 5. The decaying bodies of huge sea creatures washed ashore periodically on beaches and have mystified experts as to their origin. They were thought to be sea serpents. However, until recently, the experts could only guess as to the origins of the carcass. What great breakthrough in technology made it possible to identify the washed-up remains on the beach as being whales and not monsters? What do you think? DNA testing? Let's try that. Ah, that's good. Okay, one of the stories of the Flying Dutchman, a ghost ship which is doomed to sail the seas forever and is never able to return home. Like many legends, it is a tale based on a true story. The Flying Dutchman was thought to be a Dutch man of war that was sailing around the Cape of Good Hope and perished in a gale. A ship which had been sailing with it made it to port, was reprovisioned, and set sail on the return trip. On the way back, the sailors told of a ship glowing in a ghostly way coming straight at them, as though to run them down and disappearing. The sailors told the story when they arrived at the next port, and it spread quickly. This ghost ship has been called the Flying Dutchman. Go to the ship on the map and say, "Can't this ship sail any faster, Captain Fogg?" Okay. And we're here. Is this the oh, wait a minute. I think I'm missing my question mark. Let's see. There we go. Try this. Press continue to finish the quest. And there we have. Thank you for playing the VFK Legends and History Quest Day 5. And our prizes have been placed in our inventory. Well, I'm going to go back home real quick. And I wanted to tell you thank you very much for joining me. And I hope you enjoyed this episode of Adventures in VFK. And I will see you soon. Bye.